Dakota First. Now, your local weather with the KX Storm Team.
Well, for the last day of October, this weather sure is nice. This is a view from the Skycam in Bismarck. Just a beautiful afternoon. The temperatures right now are in the 40s to even some low 50s around Bismarck. Still very, very pleasant temperatures. There isn't a whole lot of wind, but if you're dressing the kids up to go out for trick-or-treating, you need to dress them for temperatures in the 40s to maybe around 50 degrees. Again, not much of a wind chill now. The temperature will drop over the next couple of hours. The ghostly winds are roughly 5 to 10 miles an hour, a little bit stronger at Hettinger, but still overall some fairly light winds, so great trick-or-treating weather. Now, I want to show you a couple things. One, we ought to be really thankful we're not down in the southern plains. Look, there's from Texas up into Arkansas. That is a big old tornado watch, and there have already been reported tornadoes there. Our weather's pretty nice. If you look off to the Pacific coast, that's the one that's going to get our attention this weekend, and we'll get to that in just a moment. And I'm starting with the precision cast tomorrow morning because tonight the weather's going to be really nice. Tomorrow morning, early in the day, there could be some really light rain showers in the northwest, maybe the north central, and then it's going to spread across the area by noonish. There could be some showers, but notice how there's breaks. This isn't going to be a case where it starts raining in the morning and stops at night. That's not happening. It'll be off and on. And then we have some more rain and maybe some wet snow back over around Sydney. And then that kind of swings through up and down Highway 83 by roughly 24 hours from now. We could have some pretty good rain around the Bismarck area up to about Minot. Breaks, and then more rain off to the west. And then tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, it starts to change over. Notice these long lines here. That means it could be pretty windy. And the southwest corner of the state, Bowman County, does have a wind advisory tomorrow for 35 to 45 mile-an-hour winds from noon until 8, I believe. Noon until 7 mountain time, but it is going to be kind of blustery in addition to the wind, and that's tomorrow night. So once we get into Friday, and this is Thursday night into Friday morning, once we get into Friday, most of the day is going to be fairly cloudy and just a little bit breezy, but it should be dry during the day. It's not until Friday evening that we see the beginning of the next storm system right here. And this is going to be a much slower moving storm system, and it's also going to be a little bit more powerful than the one that's going through tomorrow. So having said that, there's a couple of different forecast models I want to show you. Again, still an early projection. I think tomorrow we'll have a little better idea on how much we're going to get over the weekend. But right now, it still looks like we could be looking 1 to 3, 3 to 5 inches of snow on this forecast model. The other forecast model isn't showing as much snow as it did yesterday. Overall, not as much of that pink here, but still we're talking about some substantial snow for the first time of the year. Of course, that usually means traffic accidents, unfortunately. And then next week, it's going to be cold. And now this is, we're talking about Monday afternoon. Temperatures could be upper 20s and 30s in the north especially. But notice this cold air. Tuesday, Wednesday, it stays really cold. And you know what's really kind of scary about this one? Of the two long-range computer models, that's the warmest one. Now, the wind forecast for tomorrow afternoon, northwest 15 to 20 mile an hour, so it is going to be a little bit blustery. Plus, we're going to have temperatures tomorrow afternoon only in the 40s, and then of course we have that snow coming in. So here's a look at the next 7 days. Really high odds of this happening over the next several days. Of course, we gain an hour of sleep, and then in Bismarck, some pretty high odds as well. Again, I think tomorrow we'll have a better idea on snow amounts. But Lauren and Chad, I'm not sure what I'm unhappiest most about, either the snow or the cold temperatures next week.
Snow, without a doubt, the snow for me.
Don't like either. Next in our 5 at 5, another